Hello friends, it's Sherry. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel and welcome to Tag Tuesday. So this is a collab I started last week and had several people say they'd like to join. So the more the merrier. It's an open collab hosted by me. And the only rules are, we do it on Tuesday and also just link my channel so people know where to come and look for all the participants. And you can also link the participants if you'd like, but I'm going to link the channels, and then people can go to your channel and look for your tag video. And it's nice that way because people don't just, I kind of like to link the channel so that people don't just go to your video. They go to your channel and look around, they'll find your tag video, but they also might want to see, might see some other videos they want to watch if they're new to your channel, and subscribe at the same time. So I think linking the channel, could be a good idea. So anyway, last week was the first week. You can join it anytime. You can do it every week. You can do it one time and that's it. You can do it whenever you want. You know what I mean? It's just open and up to your whatever you want to do. Also, you can do any type of tag you want. I don't have any prompts. You know what I mean? It's just fun and simple. Whatever you want to do. Get complicated, keep it simple. But anyway, these are the tags we made last week. Some of these little Halloween tags, and all the elements I used were pretty much from a paper pack, a Halloween paper pack that I showed you last week. I think what was it? I'll tell you in a second because I have it right here. It was, here it is, Cartabella. And all I did was add these, besides the little elements that we glued on here from the paper pack. These little reinforcements were already on there, so that was cool. Added some rickrack on that one, some little lace for the tag toppers, and that was it. We made 3. So I was kind of anxious to, I love making tags. I think that might be one of my favorite things to make. So I was playing around with this, and I'm going to show you how I did this. It's simple, but fun, super fun. So on this one, I used a cardstock backing here. It's just this orangey colored cardstock. This backing here is a coin roller. It's an orangey one, so it matches. This is from the paper pad I'm using here. It was a little piece that was on, let me show you here. I have it right here. Just a second, I gotta grab it. This piece of 12 by 12 was in the paper pack, and I cut out some of these little pieces here. So, you could use this as a whole, as double-sided, or you could, like a page or something, but I really wanted to cut some of these out and use them that way, so that's what I did. I got a bunch right here, if you can see right here on my table, right here, little elements I'm going to be using. And so that's one of those that I cut out. Then I made a little pocket with one of the little tags, like these little tags that we used last week. I turned it sideways and glued it and sewed it around here. So this is now a little pocket, and there you go. You can put a little tag in your pocket or whatever, journaling card, whatever you want. And then I added this, which is something I just thought of. I have been saving these. This is a soda tab, from a soda can, okay? I have been saving these, and I have been trying to think of different ways to use them, and I'll come up with some more ideas. But this is the first one I did show you one in my Wreck This Journal. I used one as a page tab, but I didn't like how I attached it. That was experimental, and it was in my own journal, so, I'm not totally satisfied. I have to work on that. This one I love. So what I did, and it's not finished, I got to put a little ribbon on here, but and I have some here to add, but yeah, it's a tag. It's a soda pop, or soda, I call it soda, whatever you call it. Some people call it pop. Soda pop. Anyway, I attached it first. I glued it on, and I'm going to show you, and then I put a little eyelet right there. See the orange eyelet? This was already black. It was a black soda tab. So, and I don't have very many black ones, so they might be a little rare, I don't know, but it's from Mountain Dew, a specialty Mountain Dew can. So I thought that was pretty funny that I only had a few of those. And then, let's put a little ribbon in here, and we can see how it looks finished. I'm going to put an orange. I don't have any black here, so let's do orange. Let's see. Let's use this same ribbon that I used last week, or lace. I think this is the same one we used last week. For some reason, I have a piece of masking tape on it. Okay, so let me grab my fabric scissors. They'll cut this a little sharper. And let me cut a nice long piece here so we have plenty of room to loop this around. And I just want to make a little, you know, a loopy one that I loop around the little soda tab here. So I'm just doing it like this. So I'll show you how I put that soda tab on in a minute on the next one we do. But I just want to finish this one real quick and show you a finished version, what I consider finished or done. So I'm gonna, this is a little long. I left plenty, didn't I? I want to cut these a little bit. Just 1 second. So yeah, I'm just cutting these. Let's see, angle up, about right there. Okay, so we have a little top on our soda tab. I'm going to save that. That's a nice piece of lace there to put in a cluster or something. So there we go. The finished tag. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I did here, but maybe a little bit different take on it. There's another little piece I can use. Okay, so let me move my scissors out of the way. I'm kind of dying to make a, oh, did I make a mark on there? I think I did. Anyway, I kind of wanted to make a purple background tag. So let's work on that. Let me push all these little elements over here for a second. I've got some postage stamps there too that I pulled out. I thought would look good with Halloween. They're not Halloween like pumpkins or anything. They're just orange and purple and things like that. Just the colors. No like theme like Halloween. I don't have any Halloween postage stamps. I wish I did, but I didn't see any. So this is purple cardstock, and I'm cutting a nice big tag like I did on this one. In case you want to know how many inches this is, I mean, you can make a tag any shape or size you want. This one is about 5.5 inches long and about 3 inches wide. Oh, that's right, I meant to. I cut it 3 inches wide so that I would be able to get, you know, 4 tags. This one's 3.5, so I cut that. I meant to cut it. See, I'm going to cut this exactly in half too, so I can get, you know, you can get less scraps if you cut your 12 by 12 paper 3 inches, you know, 4 3-inch strips, and then cut them in half, and you got yourself a bunch of backgrounds or bases for your tags, right? So that's how I cut up my 12 by 12 for tags. Usually, unless I'm not on video and not paying attention, right? So now I'm going to ink this. I just am only inking it, not because I want it to look old and distressed, but to take off the white edges. There are some white edges on here. You can probably almost see them. They're so white. But just cover up those white edges real quick. I just wanted to show you from scratch, just in case, you know, you have never made a tag before and you want to know exactly how I'm doing this from the very beginning. So, hope everyone's having a nice day. We're going to have a nice day today. And just leave me a comment below if you want to participate in this Tag Tuesday Open Collab, and I will be glad to link your video. Okay, when I cut tags, there's a couple ways to do this. So I just cut it, right? But I'm going to show you how a lot of people do it that can't just cut it. They cut here, and probably most of you have seen this before, but in case you haven't, they cut one corner off, and they take it, see, I cut it right, whoops. I take it, I cut it off, and I turn it around and put it over here. And now I've got a little template so I can cut this one exactly the same shape. You know, so if you need that, that is a way to get your corners exactly the same. Okay, so then let's go ahead, ink this white spot here, and we're going to put the little soda tab topper on first because that's what I did with the other one. I just want to make sure of how much room it would take up and things like that. So I just took this one. I used black because I knew it would show up on this orange really nicely. Since this is a darker, you know, black would show up, but I think I want to use a silver one. Actually, this will be quite a different experiment because this one has a hole in it. See how this one has 2 holes and the black one has, whoops, the black one is solid. See that? I just punched a hole right through there with my crocodile. I guess I could show you how I did this one, and we'll do the other one another time, just because I want to show you exactly how I did this one because it has the solid part here. Okay, so what I did was just take a little bit of dab of Fabri-Tac because I tried to do it without the Fabri-Tac and just hold it and punch, but it kind of like was wobbling around, and I felt like if I did it that way I wasn't going to get it, you know, exactly where I wanted it centered or whatever. So I just put a little dab of Fabri-Tac on that since these are metal, and then I just centered it, and like this. I do it by eye. You can measure, but and you know, to get your center, you can just measure with a ruler and find the center of your whatever your measurement here is. But I pulled it right up to the top too. So you got that glue on there, but you have a few minutes too, not a few minutes, but a little bit of time to move your tab around, your soda tab, after you get it on there. So you just get it on there where you want it, centered, straight, whatever. I'm just going to push it down there. And I don't need it to dry anything or anything. I just need it to, I needed the glue to hold it in place so I don't have to hold it with my fingers and try to punch at the same time. So then all I did was grab my crocodile, and I used the little hole. You know, if you're familiar with the crocodile, it has the bigger hole and the smaller hole. So it does fit over here. I just took the little small hole. I still did hold this because I don't want it to, you know, it's not dry. Like I said, the glue is not dry, so I still did hold it, but the glue helped me. So I went ahead and, I feel like it's not straight. Just a second. There we go. I think that's straight. Okay, I think that's straight. I'm still not sure. Okay, so take my little hole. Let me just get it punched. And I took it and just centered it there in that little black solid part there over my tag. Punched. It goes right through both layers, the cardstock and the tab. I'm going to try to, let's see. Oh, yeah, mine always gets stuck. Okay. And then your little, my little hole, there it is, it dropped out. So before I had to punch it out on the other one. And then really you have a few seconds to make sure before your glue dries to make sure it's straight, and it does look straight. I might just adjust a little tiny bit, but you don't want to move it around too much because you have your hole straight through both of those and you don't want to mess that up. Okay, so now I took my eyelets, and I have, you know, I have regular bigger ones and a couple different sizes here, but I just grabbed, I have some of these little tiny ones called quicklets. They're called quicklets eyelets on, I got them on Amazon, and I'm just going to grab one. I don't think I have a purple one, or do I? That's a hole, that's a punched hole. Let me see if I have any. I don't think I do. I think they're green. I had an orange one for the other one, but I think I'll grab a green one. I think that'll look good against the purple. Okay, so I got my eyelet. Yeah, that's where I keep them, in that little box behind me. And then I took my crocodile again. What did I do with it? Did I put it back? Oh, here it is. It disappeared on my scrapbook paper. Okay, so I put that little quicklet, it fits right in that small hole. These quicklets fit in that small crocodile hole. And let me just get it in there. Yeah. Get it down in there. See, it's in there. See that? Okay, and then I already got this set because I used it on the previous tag, but then I just squish it together. I just use, see the little, I've got the little flat one here with just one little knob, and a little flat with a little pointy. There's a couple different settings, you know, you can do, and if you're familiar with the crocodile, you know which one that is that I just showed you. But then you just squish it together, and there you go, it's attached. Just like that with your, you've got a pretty little tab and a little, you know, the color of your quiltlet actually adds some color. And then, you know, it's all attached there. In the back, you can see it's all squished down. So then I just decorated my tags. So we're going to put some, I picked out for this one another little coin roller, and I just open these up. Just open them up like this. Try not to tear them to pieces as you're doing it, but because these have been around for a while. I lost these. I didn't have them. I had these for actually rolling coins, and I had them in the other room in one of my, like in my china. I think I found them in my china cabinet or in a bedroom drawer, you know, or something. But I had them for rolling coins, and I knew I had them, but then I needed some for crafting, and I just could not find them. And one day I was looking for something or doing something, and wherever I found these, and I found them, you know, and just like, oh, there they are. And let me put those in my craft room. So now they're in here. But yeah, then I just measured how much I wanted and cut. So I didn't want it to be too wide, but I also wanted it to have a decorative edge. So let's go ahead and these are some edging scissors from my scrapbooking days. These are coming in real handy now. I don't use them for scrapbooking anymore, but I use them now for edging my different things like this. You can use them to edge a page in your journal too, or on little papers like this if you just want a quick little decoration and not just a plain old straight edge. It's nice just to cut around, and there you go. You have a decorative edge there. So, and then I just glued that down with some art glitter glue because, you know, it's just paper. Don't need any fabric tack on there. Let's see, I've got a little bit of unevenness here. That should, let me tear that off so it doesn't affect our gluing ability here. And just, oh, there's a couple little pieces here. Let me pull those off. Yeah, okay, I think we are good to go. Good to glue. So yeah, I just put glue all over. I didn't want to make a pocket up here or anything, but I want to put this on first in case my pocket that I make for the bottom covers this up a little bit, you know what I mean? So I put that's why I put this on before the pocket. So, well, there's a little edge here I need some glue on, and down here too, yeah. Just want all those little edges to make sure they stick down. Sorry, let me get my edges here. See, all those little edges we just cut. So, okay, so now I'm going to put this down. I like the contrast with this color. Thought it would show up nicely, you know, instead of, I had some other colors of these, but I didn't have any, you know, any other colors like that would show up as nicely as this. I had like a green, and I had a green might be okay because I kind of had to have a bright green, and I have, but the orange is kind of light, so I didn't think that would show up on here, so that's why I chose this color. So we have that. That's the penny roller. The other one had the quarter roller on it. See? Yeah. And so from here, I think next I'll make my pocket. So for this pocket, I thought I would use a piece of this paper instead of a tag, because I want to use something different, not because I can't use the tags. But this paper right here has some purple in it. That's the only one out of all of the papers that I have left from this paper pad that had purple in it. This one is nice. It has this black design. Let me see what's on the back real quick. See, they're double-sided, so I have two choices. This one doesn't have any purple. This one's orange polka dots, and then this side is all like oranges and greens and the kind of like that charcoal black color. So, and then that's the same one, and that one has, oh, that one has this on the back, so I have two of these. Okay, yeah, this is striped on the back. So I'm just going to make a little pocket here. Let's see, I just wanted across the bottom. I'm going to cut a piece of this off to make a pocket. So about like right there, I'm going to cut right there, about 1.5 inches, something like that. Cut that with my paper cutter. So yeah, if you're, you know, you have some Halloween things that you want to use up, you can just grab them up and craft along with me. Pause it, go grab your stuff and pause my video. Go grab your stuff and craft along with me today. Here's a nice little scrap. And let's see. Oh, hello. Wait a minute. That's not a scrap. That's my pocket. Hold on. Okay. So this is my pocket. See, it's got that purple in the words here. And I think that'll look nice. See it in the trick. There's no treat on here. No trick or treat. Okay, so let's cut this to the length we need. I'm just going to measure like this. Kind of right there. I think I'll just hold it on here actually. Then I'll get it exactly where I need it. And I'll grab my other scissors here. Just cut right along that edge. Let me turn this over because I don't want to cut my tag, you know what I mean? I don't want to cut my tag. Okay, there, see, I can see on this side. Okay, so there's that. Let me see if we want to do anything else here before I put this pocket on. The other one was a tag, so I just left it straight across. I think I want to do something here, though. Let me grab something. Okay, yeah, I just grabbed my little circle punch here. This is the 1 inch, and I was going to punch a little hole here, a little thumb hole. So you know how to do that. You just use your hole punch and punch out half a hole. Put it halfway up, or however deep, you know. It doesn't have to be deep. It could be a little thumb hole, you know, just as deep as you want it. And punch our little half circle. There we go. Okay, I just thought that would look nicer than just straight across. So, and then we can just glue that down with some art glitter glue. I did sew the other one. I glued the other one first, and I was like, well, let me go ahead and sew around it so I can make sure it stays on there. And I might do that too, but you don't have to. Art glitter glue will hold it, you know, perfectly fine. I didn't have to sew around it. I just kind of wanted to see what the stitching looked like too, you know. So, little art glitter glue on our edges. And so I'm using, like, you know, not just my Halloween, you know, paper pad here. I'm gathering other bits to use on these from my craft room. And I like that, using up other things, you know, besides just the Halloween things. So there we have our pocket. Now we need something, a little focal point here. So I can make a little collage, or I can make just use one piece. So let's see what looks good on this background that we have here. I've got, like I said, some postage stamps that I pulled out, and some of the little bits I cut out from the paper pad. Let me get my pin back in my glue. Okay, let's move these over. So let's see. Here's all the bits. Don't need those. Okay, so let's audition a few pieces here. We've got this one. Let me see what some of these postage stamps would look like on here. So, like, make a little collage back here of postage stamps possibly, and then put our piece on. Let's see how many stamps. Oh, I've got a bunch of stamps here. Like, these would be good background pieces. This has got a lot of orange and brown in it. This one has the purple that would match our purple. And make sure it's upright here. Yeah, it goes this way. Okay. And then this has a pretty picture on it. I don't know if I want to cover that up. This one's just also orangey. Let's see, these are from the paper pad. Here's a man. That would be a good focal point and to not cover up. Here's a mime. I thought he was pretty creepy looking, so I thought he might be a good background piece. Oh, here's a green one. Let's take the second orange one. Well, actually, let's use this one instead. This is orangier than that one. Okay, so maybe a little cluster of postage stamps here would look cool. Let's try that. I like that. And we're going to put something over it too. So that's why I want to make sure I have plenty there. Let's see what we might put over it to see if we need another stamp. We might need another stamp. So let's, to make it big enough, but I want it to be I don't want it to be even. Okay, I like it sticking out over the edge of this paper too. So like that. And like that. Let me move that one down a little. Put this green one over here. Hard to get them all together and stay into place, right? Okay, so something like that. No, don't put the green one down there. Any more? So all of these I said I liked because they had pictures on in them, so I didn't want to cover them up. Oh, here's one more. I think that would be too much. Okay, so let's see if we have a centerpiece here. That's bat wings. We have ghosts and witch hats down here and a bat, so bat wings could go. I used this one on the other one, so I'd like to use a different one. Witch's brew. Any more? Pumpkin potion. Let's see, pumpkin potion. I think I might like the bat wings best, or ghost vapor. I think ghost vapor looks the best. Okay, we're using ghost vapor, and we're going to glue these little bits down real quick, and we'll have ourselves another tag. Oh, except I got to put a topper on there. And so let me grab my art glitter glue all these little bits down. I had to clean up my nozzle today because I left my pin. Actually, I couldn't find my pin last night. And then I forgot, and I didn't really clean up enough to find it. Like then this morning I was like, oh my goodness. And I came in here and cleaned up, and sure enough it was under something, of course. So I had to go rinse out my nozzle. That's, in case you ever do that, don't worry, you can just rinse out your nozzle and it'll be good to go. Just the glue dries inside your nozzle, you know what I mean? If you use one of these little nozzles on it. So then it was good to go. Okay, I'm just going to not think about this too much, but kind of get it down the way we had it, hopefully, pretty much. Okay, that's the orange, one of the orange ones, the orangey or orange one. And then this is the purple one. So I just want to offset them a little bit, not have them like right next to each other, squared off or anything. Okay. And then, let's see, I'll go ahead and do this other orangey one with the orange and brown on it. So, yeah, I had a bunch of stuff, but these are the first ones that I found in my stamps. Let's see, I want to put this one over here, kind of offset there, over that purple one. That purple one's really pretty, isn't it? Okay, something like that. And then, so this piece will go right in the middle, something like that. So I can put this over to the side here so it sticks out on this side. Over here, a little green one. So I don't really need to worry about, see there's an empty section right there, but I don't need to worry about that because it's going to be covered up. Let's see, I can actually pull it down over a little bit. But I need it to overlap here on this orange one. So, okay, I'm going to put it right there. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, aren't I? I said I wasn't going to thinking about it too much. I'm not worried about inking this. I'm not worried about distressing any of this. I just inked the first piece of cardstock because it had those really white edges. But this is okay. It has a white border anyway. So I'm going to put this right down in the middle here. Let's see. I think I'm going to overlap or let it hang up over the top of the stamps here. That looks good. Okay, see what I mean? Like here's the top of the stamps and I didn't put it in the center of the stamps. I've kind of let it hang up over the stamps here. That just looks really good to me. Okay, so all we need now is something for the top little ribbon. I ran out of orange. I was running out of orange. Well, I think I had this one that I showed you, but that was all the orange I had. So at the thrift store, I found this week. I haven't showed you in my Thrifty Thursday yet because I just brought them home. I found this green one. I thought that would be pretty for Halloween. But I'm not going to use it on here. I'm going to use purple on here. And I found this purple right here. So I'm going to use some of this on the top. I think that will be really pretty, and put the finishing touch on here. So I'm going to cut off a piece of this. I'm so excited because I really wanted to use some purple. And now I get to. So fun. Yes, I don't know if purple's popular this year or if I'm just like in a purple mood or something, but yeah, I just like Halloween this year is, if I were doing a journal, I'd be like incorporating a lot of purple in it, because a Halloween journal, you know, because I'm just in some kind of a purple Halloween mood this year. So it's just a different color, you know, than you usually think of for Halloween. So the colors I pulled out were purple, green, orange, and I guess if I had some black, I could pull that out, like black cardstock, which I think I do, so I should get some of that out. But there we go. Just pull that tight. Let's see if we can get it tighter. Yeah, this is just seam binding or whatever. So isn't that cute? You can tie it the other way too. I wonder, let me tie it the other way. How did I put that in there? Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Okay, so what I'm doing is just, I took out that because I wanted the little part that was in the back of my loop here in the front. So now I'm going to put it, start in the back and do it that way and see if it comes out the way I want. And yeah, see, I wanted this like this, and see how it is in the back? That's fine. That's okay in the front, but I wanted it the other way, like this. So I just turned it around there. And that is our finished tag. So I think that's really cute. See, we have our little pocket here. Let me grab one of our tags we did last week again and show you what it would look like with a tag in it. You know, there we go. Put a little tag in there. But this is a finished tag from this week. And I did this one before I turned on the camera. See how I have it turned around? I'll probably take that off of there and turn it around and do it this way. But anyway, two really cute Halloween tags for this week, and hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed making it and enjoyed using other pieces like the postage stamps and some other things from your stash to incorporate into your Halloween paper pads or whatever, you know, specialty Halloween things you have. And the soda tab thing, I think I have never seen anybody else do that, so that's a new idea that I came up with, and I think it's really cute. So thanks for watching today. Everybody have a great day and happy crafting.